Today, we are going to talk about some of the most famous actresses who have found themselves behind bars for various reasons, from financial offenses to murder. These women have experienced a significant downfall in their careers due to their criminal acts. Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim, whose real name is Kimberly Denise Jones, is a famous rapper, model, actress, and TV personality from Brooklyn. She was discovered by the late Notorious B.I.G. and became successful with her studio albums, including Hardcore 1996, The Notorious K.I.M. 2000, and La Bella Mafia in 2003. Lil' Kim has also appeared in movies, including a superhero movie.
You want to know the secret? Come close. Make a costume, shithead!
And Those Who Talk in Darkness in 2003. However, she has had a lot of legal trouble over the years, including being found guilty of lying to a federal grand jury and conspiracy related to a shooting at the Hot 97 studios in 2001.
How do you feel the game has changed since the last time you were out to now?
With my album, what I was trying to do is like re-change the game, because I'm not even a fun. It's just not the same to me, like, especially since Billy's been gone.
Involving her group and a rival group. She was sentenced to 1 year in jail and fined $50,000 and placed on probation for 3 years. Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart is a highly successful businesswoman, author, and TV personality known for hosting shows such as Martha Stewart Living and Martha. In 2004, she was found guilty of lying to federal investigators.
Martha Stewart, the person. More than 200 people have lost their jobs at my company, and as a result of this situation, I want them to know how very, very sorry I am for them and their families.
Conspiracy and obstruction after receiving an advanced warning about the drop in the value of the I'm Clone stock she was holding. With this information, she sold her stocks, drawing intense media scrutiny and a 5-month jail sentence followed by 2 years of probation. She was also fined over $200,000 and served her time at the cushy federal prison camp of Alderson, from where she was released in March 2005 to begin her house arrest. Abby Lee Miller. Abigail Lee Miller, a famous personality from the reality TV show Dance Moms, created and led the Abby Lee Dance Company for 8 seasons, entertaining viewers with drama and theatrics. In December 2010, she filed for bankruptcy as she owed almost $500,000 in taxes. In 2015, Miller was charged with tax fraud.
Well, a reality TV star could be facing the biggest fight of her life, a legal battle that could land her behind bars. The Dance Moms instructor accused of stashing away cash while filing for bankruptcy.
And false bankruptcy declarations for hiding her income and failing to file tax returns. She faced 20 charges with a possible penalty of $200 per charge and 5 years in prison. After negotiations, she reached a plea bargain with the authorities and was sentenced to 1 year and a day in jail, fined nearly $200,000, and did time in a California correctional facility before getting an early release in 2018 for good behavior. In a recent interview, Miller called the whole experience a joke, but said it made her stronger. Teresa Giudice. She is a well-known TV personality and cookbook author, famous for her spicy recipes. However, her fame took a hit in 2013 when she and her husband were accused of bank fraud, mail fraud, and wire fraud.
She is best known for throwing tables around on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, but tonight, Teresa Giudice is facing drama of a much more serious variety. She and her husband Joe are looking at possible jail time after pleading guilty to charges of fraud. They're not the first reality stars to deal with off-camera disaster.
They were found guilty of exaggerating their income and hiding assets while filing for bankruptcy. They both pled guilty to 41 charges and were sentenced to jail time, with Teresa serving 15 months and her husband serving 41 months. In addition to the prison time, they were also fined $414,000. Although Teresa served her time and was released in 2015, her husband was deported due to his non-U.S. citizen status. Amy Locane. She is a well-known actress who starred in popular movies and TV shows.
How dare you hit him? You don't own me, Baldwin. I have the right to hear Crybaby sing.
Don't get all worked up, honey. The punk got what he deserved.
Including Melrose Place, School Ties, and Crybaby. However, on June 27, 2010, she was involved in a car accident where she was driving at 85 kilometers per hour in a 56 kilometer per hour zone, resulting in the death of a passenger in the other vehicle. After testing, it was discovered that she had a blood alcohol level nearly 3 times the legal limit. In December of that year, she was charged with aggravated manslaughter and assault by automobile.
Amy Locane, who is an actress on the TV show Melrose Place, was ordered back to prison for a crash that killed a New Jersey woman 9 years ago. That woman's family testified at the sentencing hearing today about their pain and their anger.
In 2012, she was found guilty of auto assault and vehicular homicide, sentenced to 3 years, and served her time at Edmond Mahon Correctional Facility for Women. However, in September 2020, her original sentence was deemed too lenient, and she was sentenced to 8 years in jail, with the possibility of parole after serving 6 years.
I have no comment at this time. I've never experienced this kind of pain.
Remy Ma. Also known as Reminisce Mackie Smith, she is a rapper and actress from the Bronx. She has starred in movies like Queen of the South and was a host of State of the Culture, a show created by P. Diddy. Her popular songs include Lean Back, All the Way Up, and Conceited. Despite a difficult childhood, she honed her skills as a rapper and eventually gained recognition in the industry. However, in July 2007, Remy Ma was involved in a fatal shooting of an acquaintance, whom she accused of stealing $3,000 from her purse. She later turned herself in to the police and was arrested. She was found guilty of illegal weapon possession, assault, and attempted coercion, and was sentenced to 8 years in prison. After serving 6 years at the Bedford Hills Correctional Facility for Women in New York, she was released on August 1, 2014. Allison Mack. Allison Mack was once a rising star in the entertainment industry, best known for her iconic role as Chloe Sullivan in the hit TV series Smallville. However, her career took a dark turn when she became involved in a depraved cult known as NXIVM, which was billed as a group focused on personal development but turned out to be a twisted web of sex trafficking and forced labor. Mack quickly rose to a leadership position within the cult and was involved in numerous unethical practices. In 2018, she was arrested by the FBI and faced a potential sentence of 15 years to life in prison. However, she decided to plead guilty and was ultimately sentenced to 3 years behind bars. Despite this, she is still facing lawsuits from former members of the cult, who she helped operate and once praised.
Superficially, materialistically, I was very successful.
If happiness was the national currency, what would make you rich?
Chloe. Hey, Chloe.
Shannon Richardson. Shannon Richardson is an actress who appeared in shows like Vampire Diaries and The Walking Dead. She gained notoriety for sending letters laced with ricin to VIPs, including the New York mayor, director of the mayor's anti-illegal guns organization, and even the president at the time, Barack Obama. She sent the letters in her husband's name after divorcing him and wanting to make life difficult for him. She called the cops and falsely claimed that her husband was responsible, but the authorities eventually discovered the truth and arrested her. In 2013, she entered a plea bargain and was sentenced to 18 years in prison, ordered to pay restitution, and undergo psychological treatment. Richardson is currently serving her sentence in a federal prison in Texas and is due for release in 2028. It's a shame to see these talented actresses fall from grace and end up in jail. If you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for future videos. Thank you for watching.